my favorite song right now. It's called Savannah Grass. And I can stop sharing the computer sound. So the first things first this morning is happy birthday, Clarissa. You don't have your camera on. I muted you because you were talking, but you don't have your camera on, so we can't see you. Maybe she's unavailable at the moment, right? We'll just leave it at that. So I wanted to just start off today's hangout with something that Max and I were talking about yesterday. And I think this is really what kind of separates those coaches who stick around and those who are in and out. And I really hope that you all watched that Julie Voris call that I put in the chat, because it was amazing. It's simple, it's amazing. She had so many really easy things that we can do, right? But the thing that separates those of us that are still here from the ones that lean out and the ones that lean in and the ones that lean out and the ones that lean in is the fact that we love a challenge, right? We love a challenge. And I think that is such a huge part of this business, because it's not going to come easy. I flat out tell people that you're not rolling in the dough in the first, little while. And it might take you years to be making consistent income. So don't expect, like I tell them, I'm not going to blow smoke up your ass. Don't expect that you're going to be like a millionaire within the first, year or two of the business, because unless you are a unicorn like Kelsey Hill or Angie or whatever, and don't really have any other things going on in your life at the time, it is going to take work, and it is going to take consistency. And those of us that actually enjoy the challenge are the ones that are going to stick around. And so I started thinking about just even giving you a couple of examples. So our Instagram, so our Free to Be Girls Instagram, is seriously sucking the life out of us, because it doesn't get engagement anymore. I don't know if we've been shadow blocked or whatever. So both Clarissa and I have kind of backed off of even posting on it. We don't really know what's happening. So there's two mindsets when you look at this. We can give up and start over, or we can dig in and figure out how the fuck we can change it, right? So you can watch the trainings and you can put things into play and you can try different things and be consistent for a few weeks and see if it makes a difference. And if it doesn't make a difference, then you adjust, then you try something else. But it's not that you can just do it overnight. It's not going to happen in one day. It's going to take time, just like this business, to make that change. And I think that is what separates us from the coaches that stick around. I knew going into teaching that 80-day obsession was a huge commitment because of the longer workouts. I knew I was going to have to get up before 5 o'clock in the morning to get my workout in, but I was ready for the challenge of that. And I have showed up. I've not missed one workout since I started. Tomorrow is workout 57 of 80, and I haven't missed one. So I'm very, very proud of myself for setting that bar and reaching the challenge. So my next challenge for the next however many days of 80-day obsession is after today, because today is Clarissa's birthday, so we are going out for dinner tonight. After today, 100% dialing in my nutrition for the next 23 days of the program, right? To see, because I know I haven't been top notch when it came to that. So there's always something. So I'm up for the challenge of that. And I think that is something that all of us need to, when you're presented with a situation that, you find frustrating or brings you down or what have you, is to go for the challenge. Like many of you saw in my stories yesterday or in my post yesterday, the bitchy lady that sent me the message. And if you didn't, I did a post about it yesterday. And the reason for me sharing wasn't so much yeah, it's great. I shared and I vented and I got it out and it's gone for me. I blessed her, I blocked her, I blessed her, and I released her. She is no longer part of my my life. And I didn't do anything wrong. I have reached out to this woman since the moment she joined, reached out to her. In the beginning, it was every couple of days. Then it was like once a week. Then it's every couple of weeks. I've tried texting, messenger, email, and she just stopped replying. And then a month ago sent me a, why do I keep getting Shakeology? I don't want Shakeology. Why do I keep getting? And I was like, I sent you the steps. Here they are. Didn't do anything with it. And then decided to be like a total bitch to me yesterday on the phone or on the message. And it's her fault, right? It's her, she's the one who has to do it. And so the reason for me sharing in my stories yesterday was that we need to own our shit. And then from there, look in, what can we change? What can we adjust? What can we maneuver in a different way? So like, for example, for our Instagram, we need to adjust what we're posting. Maybe we need to adjust when we're posting it. Maybe we need to use different hashtags. Maybe we need to research the shadow banned words right now, because they always change on Instagram, the words that you should not be using. You cannot use the word free on Instagram. Like in your posts, I think that if you use the word free, it like automatically blocks your post. It'll just hide it from people. So we need to be really careful on those words. And there are, like, you can just Google like words not to use on Instagram, and it does change. So, you know, those are all things, but are you up for that challenge, right? Are you up for the, okay, I'm going to do this consistently for 2 or 3 weeks, see what happens, see if I can make a difference in what I'm seeing and what I'm feeling and what I'm viewing here. And then go from there. If I need to, you know, adjust my course after that, then I will. But are you really up for that challenge? So I just wanted to share that this morning. I appreciate all the like love and hugs and stuff. It was awesome. I know I am getting my period soon, so that's also in there as well. Let's throw in the hormonal, right? So I know that that was part of the weepy teary reaction. But it was more like, just own your shit. I had an incident in my classroom on Friday that kind of escalated, and the girl's feelings got hurt, and it was totally, I should have been more on the ball. Like, I missed it. And if I had been there quicker, it would have, it wouldn't have escalated that same way, right? So it's, and I own my shit. I apologize to everyone in the class and use it as a teachable moment. So it's, are you up for that challenge, and own that part of it, and then adjust your course. So, so those are kind of my words of wisdom for this morning. And I will open the chat, and it's all up to you. I see Ashley's on here twice now. No, it's all good. Oh, there you go. The other one left. It was like, I had 2 Ashleys. One was frozen. But it's all good now, Ash. You don't have to worry about it. We're all good. Okay? You're good. So who has thoughts, questions, things they want to go over? No one be silent, ladies.
I do have a question, but I'm having to go upstairs to go grab it because, hang on. Okay. I want to write it down. I want to write down the answer. Okay. Filters. Remember, I know when I came to your place, Tamara, a while ago, and you showed me how to get those beautiful colored filters or whatever, and I can't remember how to do it. I've paid for it, the same filter you have, as far as brightness and color on my images. But I guess I take the photo and then I can't remember, because you have to pick so the
photo's
filter.
In your camera roll.
Yeah.
And then what you have to do is you have to go into Lightroom.
Go into Lightroom. Okay, hang on.
Lightroom. And this is, if you've already got your preset uploaded into Lightroom.
Yeah, so you buy a preset, right?
So we went on to Etsy and you bought your preset, and it was like $5 or something like that. And so what that does then is it creates kind of a template for your photos to have the same vibe or same feeling to them, same filter to them that's applied. So once you're in Lightroom, you're going to go down to the bottom where there's like a little camera, and you click on the one that has like the plus, and it'll ask you from camera roll. So you go to camera roll and then you find the picture that you want. So mine's just waiting to find a picture that I want. So let's take a picture that I want. I'll take this one here. I wouldn't actually use this one, but there's my workout one. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And then once it's in, like you have to hit the check. So,
Okay.
So it's in my library now. It'll show up in my library. Then I go to my picture that is my preset. So this one here is the one that I'm using, this one. So I go to this one.
Oh,
Three dots at the top. I click on those 3 dots and I hit copy settings. And then I hit the check. And then I go back to the picture that I just uploaded. So there's my picture. And I go to the 3 dots again and I hit paste settings. And now there's my new filter and I will adjust it. I wouldn't leave it like this because the one we have is, I know you can't see it very well, but it's like got a ton of contrast in it. So I lower my contrast and then I usually up the vibrance in color. And so contrast is under light. And then if I go under color, I can adjust the vibrance or the saturation there. And then you just hit the, that one, the one with the download one.
oh, yeah. Yep.
It'll ask you export to camera roll.
Okay.
Okay.
I have to play with it more, I guess. Now I've just tried to go into Lightroom and I guess I haven't been in for such a long time. It's saying continue with Adobe, continue with Apple, continue with Google, continue with Facebook. And I'm like, okay, now how do I get?
Oh, I think I just signed, like, I think I just, doesn't it give you the email option?
Continue with Adobe, continue with Apple, continue with Google, continue with Facebook.
I think if you continue with Apple, it will sign in with your iCloud. So you probably want to do it that way.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
That's what
yeah, sorry. It's been a long time since I even tried to, because I tried to do it a long time ago, like 6 months ago, and couldn't figure it out. So I just stopped trying to do it that way. And now I see photos from Christina and you guys all the time, and they're so consistent, but I just am putting in plain photos.
Right? Yeah, definitely a feel to it. Although, like, if you watch Sarah Baptiste's, one of her recent trainings, she talks about how Instagram actually likes it better if you just use a plain photo. So she doesn't use filters anymore.
Hi.
For that reason.
Sorry.
Come
on. Sorry.
It's okay. I just muted you. That's all good. No worries. Vicious Cooper there, right? So yeah, Instagram apparently doesn't like it if you use filters. Instagram likes it when you use their stuff. So if you can, in your stories, use as much of their things as possible when you're in the Instagram platform, right? So when you're there and you swipe over, all of the
filters,
all of these things here. Well, they even have filters in Instagram stories. If you just swipe, it gives you different filters in the stories, right? So
Paris is the most beautiful one.
Paris?
Paris. I think it's the first one to the right.
Yeah, it is. It's the first one. No, mine isn't. Oh yeah. First one.
There you go.
Yeah. So you can play around with them in and Instagram likes it when you use that. So I haven't stopped using filters because I mean I like it. I like the consistency of it on our page. So it's really up to you. If that's not something that works for you, then I wouldn't worry about it too much.
I have 2 tips if anybody wants to hear them. One is, well, my hair is a mess. That's not the tip. Fix your hair before you get on live, you know. But on a Facebook group that I'm on, one of the Facebook groups that I'm part of, which is Vancouver Women in Business. I think you're in there too, Tamara. Mm-hmm. There's a woman who runs that group. What the heck is her name? Billy Sinclair.
Yeah.
And I sort of talked to her offline just to, she's way up there in the financial business or whatever, but she's also into fitness and stuff. And but I'm not bugging her about doing anything with Beachbody, but I do pick her brain as far as her knowledge in that group, because there's like thousands and thousands of women in that group. So every so often she'll post in there about a follow for follow Instagram thing. And if she posts it, it's legit. She's saying, hey, let's all follow. So literally I can go up in followers, but you do have to follow them as well. But then you can go through the people you're following, because I had a bunch of people on there which it didn't make any sense. I was following The Rock. What am I following The Rock for? I don't have anything in common with The Rock. Well, maybe a little bit, but not hardly anything. I like tequila. He does too, but that's about it. But that is, for me, I went from 600 I had 666 followers. So that's one of the reasons why I had to change that number. That was very scary right there.
Yeah.
But now I'm at 7 something, but it does help to, I know it's not organically doing it the way you're supposed to, but at least it gets more eyeballs on your feed, on your Instagram. So if anyone is involved in larger groups on Facebook, you could ask the administrator, like, do it legitimately and say, hey, can we put in there an Insta follow for follow? And that can help start to build up the eyeballs on your page. The other thing is I just did what we had done before, Tamara, which was that intermittent fasting group. I did a 7-day plank challenge. I'm not even sure. Oh, I know. Sarah Richard had posted a Planksgiving thing for the US.
Oh, okay.
And so I sort of copied it, because I said something about, would anybody be interested in a plank 7-day, nothing more than 7 days. If it's a free challenge, 7 days, that's it. And I had a lot of people that wanted to do it. So I've done it. Now I'm going in, and there's a whole bunch of new people that I've never talked to before about anything to do with this. So now I've gone in there and said, hey, do you guys want to kick it up a notch? And I'm doing a bunch of Facebook lives in that little group. So there's only 20 people in there, but I'm saying, I hope you guys enjoyed this. This is just a way to sort of keep us all accountable and hold us all, even if it's only for a 1-minute plank, but you're all doing it, which is awesome, blah, blah, blah. And at this time, COVID, blah, blah, blah. So then I've just posted in there a 7-day in-home fitness challenge or club or whatever, and saying that basically it'll hopefully take you over the hump, and so that you can get back into your gym when the gyms are open again, because I know it's a tough time for everybody. And I'm getting a fair bit of response to that. Mm-hmm. And I posted it on my Facebook group as well. I mean, it's only, and also if you limit those free things, and I know, Tamara, I know free things are difficult, but it's almost like duplicate for people that are newer or whatever. If you duplicate those 7-day challenges each month, then keep them easy, keep them simple. Like don't try and create something really hard, but at least you start and do Facebook lives or Instagram lives or whatever groups you're trying to do a live in there so that people can get to know you. It seems to be a way to build trust with people, is all I'm trying to say. So
yes,
it seems to be working well as far as meeting new people and them understanding that I'm not out to hurt them.
That's awesome, Margot.
That's really awesome. And like I think I said it last time, like I'm not against free groups at all. I just don't have time. I really don't have time right now to be running a free group. So I would rather, for me, focus on like the connecting and inviting aspect over running a free group. But I think like what you were saying is, I think it's really, really a valuable thing. So Claudine, I don't know, I've never been hacked on Instagram. So I don't know what you're referencing there. Like, you're free to unmute yourself and ask and clarify the question, but I've never been hacked on Instagram. Christina, if you're referencing Christina's thing, she actually shared how it was totally her fault. for doing it. The way that so I have been asked to be ambassadors for certain companies. Most of them I haven't followed through with because it's not something I would actually buy. And so I've just deleted it. But what happened was it took her to a link and then it asked her to sign in with her Instagram. Like, that's a huge red flag, huge. You don't sign in with your Instagram on a link. Like, that's just, so she gave her password by doing that. So that's how her account was hacked and stolen. And she said, like, she was fully just woke up and wasn't really paying attention. And now, like, looking back, she's like, oh God, I should have just gone to, I should have just gone to their site and seen, and it was the way it was all set up. It was like, you click the link in the bio, then that link in the bio asked for you to sign in with your Instagram. Well, you're already in your Instagram. So it was reading whatever she put in as the information. So, yeah. So
and then yesterday on our workout, our team workout, Sarah actually said, Sarah Baptiste, that the hackers, they sell the Instagram account for $1,000.
Well, she said it could be $1,000.
And I was like, wow, that's crazy. I can't believe like people can do that.
Well, and it's just dumb because what are they going to sell it to? They're going to sell it to someone who's, even if they were doing like coffee, building a coffee business, right? There's nothing on Christina's page about coffee. Like, all of her followers are just going to unfollow. So it makes no sense why someone would buy an account that already came with followers when, anyway. So that's what happened.
A quick question, going back to those cult.
Oh, I lost you.
For different things. That's happening to me a little bit here and there. And I've just kind of been ignoring it because, I mean, I don't even really know what that entails. Although, obviously, they want you to buy their stuff, right? And then they will offer you, I guess, a discount code or something.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And like Christina shared in one of her recent calls, she's a Lululemon ambassador. She hasn't made any money off of it, like nothing. And she's been an ambassador now for like 5 or 6 months.
Yeah, I think since March.
Yeah, so she's been doing it for a while and hasn't made a single penny. So I think it's their way of like them making money because you buy something off of them and then they can, and you do get a discount. Usually when you buy the first time, you get a discount. So
Lloyd, you would be a good one. You already love Lululemon. You already spent thousands of dollars in Lululemon. I think you probably would be amazing at it.
Yeah. Lululemon.
Everything is Lululemon.
Yeah.
It's a cheeky way to do marketing, in my opinion. I worked in advertising agencies since I was 20 years old. And all this is doing really is building on your ego. Like it's sort of saying, oh, wow, you're amazing. You should do this. But here, you buy our, it's sad because it's kind of building confidence in the person, which is good. You want that. But then they're just selling you something anyway. Like, it's not.
Yeah, but if you're going to buy, so I did just accept one.
Yeah.
I did just accept one because I really liked the stuff. But like, it's also the other thing with it too, is like my daughter got 2 of them. And so she was so excited, right? She's like, these companies want me to be an ambassador. And I was like, yeah, because they want you to buy their stuff. She's like, oh, I have to buy it? And I was like, yeah, because you have to wear it in order to like promote it on your page. And she was like, oh, I don't want to buy it. I don't even know if I like it. And I'm like, yeah. Right. So
I know. And it's good. You're right, Tamara. No, it does have its, I'm not saying it's necessarily a bad thing. I really, honestly, because it does actually build up a person's confidence and thinking that a large corporation is looking at them like, wow, I totally get that. My daughter Andy was approached, like this is before this whole thing really got that big, by an affiliate of Lululemon, which was all about like, it was kind of a raunchy side. It was, you know, FUCK, but in a different, like, it was sort of environmentally aggressive with through Lululemon though. And she got free shirts and she got a few things like that, but that was good. And it made her feel really good too. It's just that I don't want to see people get sort of used or treated unfairly. You know, it's just, that's unfortunate if they do.
Yeah.
That's all.
Yeah. So I also wanted to quickly touch on what Jasmine shared in the chat about the like anti-MLM post, because there was a really good post. I don't know, Clarissa, if you saw it, by Kendall on her page.
Good Life Kendall.
Yeah. And she basically says, I had to steal this from a friend's page. I hear and read plenty of negativity about direct sales, multi-level marketing careers. Yes, I said careers. Hear me out. I wanted to have a heart to heart. When you buy MAC makeup, you're helping Fabrizio Frito's 5-year compensation to grow over $17 million, 780,000, right? When you buy Lip Sense, Unique, Avon, Mary Kay, Senegence, RNF, you're helping a mom take care of her family. When you buy supplements from GNC, you're helping Michael Archbold make over $1 million a year. When you buy Modere, Isogenics, Plexus, Ketones, Thrive, Beachbody, It Works, etc., you're helping a mom or dad provide for their family, right? Like, and it just went on to list all of these bigger companies that who you're lining the pockets of. And it was so interesting to me how like some people are so like just set in their ways but really ignorant about it, you know. Like, she wasn't willing. So Jazz and I talked about it after, just because we were, like Ashley said, she woke up to like 72 messages or something like that in the chat. So we were talking about it after, and she was like, do I keep going? And I was like, honestly, Jazz, I don't think so, because she's opinionated but uneducated, right? And she's not willing to like look at it a different way. She's like, only 2% of network marketers ever make any money. And I'm like, that's because only 2% of network marketers actually work the business, right? Some people just sign up for the discount. Yeah, I have an RNF account where I have like the Perks Plus account. So technically I would be like, I could be an RNF distributor, but I don't want to be. I only order, like, I think I order once a year or something. Like, it's not like I order often. And I have no intention of working it, but I get a little bit of a discount because I have the Perks Plus account. So like, it doesn't make any sense why people are so locked. And then she was like, but I shop on Amazon. What do you mean Amazon is an MLM? We're like, it's the biggest freaking MLM on the face of the planet. Like, hello. So just, and why wouldn't you? Why would you rather put the money into like a big corporation in the pocket of, when you can, even $50, you just helped someone put a tank of gas in their car. Like, that's big.
I don't know why people seem to feel like they're being used or something when somebody, you know, when somebody can benefit, which everybody benefits from everything that we do somehow, right? But it's funny to me that some people are so like, yeah, I'd rather give my money to freaking Bezos than my neighbor. Like, it's just weird to me.
It's like, what? Why?
It's like they're being like, you're using me. You're using me to make money.
Yeah, I'm using you. I'm going to take away all of your, you know, your stuff, and I'm going to rob from you, and I'm going to, wow, your $50 contribution to my life is like, holy hallelujah. I am on the road to riches, right? Like, come on, people, it's $50. Like, you're helping me put some gas in my car to take my kids to activities. Like, or do you want that money to go into, you know, it is quite mind-boggling to me. So I can share the post in the chat. I know Claudine is gone right now. She disconnected, but I can.
Sometimes it's sad though that we spend this much energy on that negative comment, because it riles us. Like because we're all great people. Like we're all in it for the good, and we're all,
Well
and as soon as
intentioned. Yeah.
yeah, one negative comment comes in, it's like, oh my God, and all of us are like, duh. But
Yeah.
it's
But
sort
that's
of
why,
like,
to your point, though, you got like Clarissa and Tamara, it's like, well, move on, right? There's
Yeah.
no
I know.
point in trying to like change this person's perspective or mind or
No.
opinion. There's no point.
Yeah,
So
just-
then you kind of take it away. Like we've learned that before. Sometimes when you take something away from somebody, then they're like, well, wait a minute. You know, like, what do you
Yeah.
mean? Oh, well, this is not for you then. Boom, right?
yeah, exactly. Sorry,
Yeah.
it's not for you then. Yeah.
I posted up something political, which I never do, ever, because I hate politics, and I don't like, because I know, okay, as soon as you put anything that your opinion of something, people are gonna
Block you.
give you their feedback. Anyway, I watched Kamala Harris do her acceptance speech last week or whatever, and I thought, wow, women, girls, young girls, opportunity. Like I just was so enamored with her. And that was just the speech. I have not done research on her. I don't know what she did in the past or anything. It was just what I saw. I appreciated the words, and even if whoever's mouth they came out of. So I posted how I thought she was a rock star, and 3 people, I've had a lot of great comments and lots of shares and all that stuff, but 3 people, you don't know her, really, Margot? I'm like, I'm not even going to them. Like, I'm just letting their comments stay, but it's just so funny. Yeah, it's just bizarre, because it's bizarre what people spend their time focusing on, in my opinion. But
Well, those
we're
people
doing good
are
things.
looking for that, though. That's the thing. Those people are looking for the comments that they can negatively comment because something in their life is missing, right? Like that's where it's all up here. So for you saw the beauty in her speech, and that moment, whatever it means, doesn't mean you're Republican, doesn't mean you're Democrat, doesn't mean you are right on any side. You just loved the content of what she shared. And coming from your heart, that was like, wow, this is so powerful, right? If we all could be on this same page of this content and moving towards that, right? And that's where it came from. But those people that are making the negative comments are the ones that that's what they're looking for. They're the ones getting up every morning that are like, oh my God, I'm so tired. And I can't get out of bed. Oh, I'm so fat. Oh, look, there's McDonald's. I'll go to get a hash brown and a coffee, right? They're those people. They tell themselves that shit all the time. They're the ones saying like, there is COVID posts on Facebook. There isn't. I don't see COVID posts. I don't see negative shit. I don't see it because I don't look for it. It's not there for me. It doesn't exist because I don't look for it. Right? So unfortunately, they're the ones who are. And I actually had like a sarcastic answer that I wanted Jasmine to send her, because it was like, well, I wish you well on finding what works for you that isn't an MLM, because it feels with COVID that everything is going in that direction, right? Where are you going to work out? Where?
She's not going to.
If you do Peloton, it's MLM. If you do, like, everything is freaking MLM. What's she gonna do? Less meals on demand? Like, it doesn't make. And then she's lining the pockets of Patch. Like, come on, just use your brain for a second.
I have one more tip. Sorry that you said, now that you've said Peloton. If any of you see posts about Peloton, which I did, and it was a beautiful sponsored ad of a girl, on her side doing a side, whatever you call it, plank or whatever, and it was a free 30-day trial or whatever. And and you see all these people saying, I love my Peloton. There's blah 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 blah. So I posted, I would love that, but I love my in-home workouts for $9.91 a month Canadian, and I've had 4 people. I had 3 people ask me about what is it that I'm doing. And then I had the 4th person say, some woman, I guess she works for Peloton. Margot, Peloton is only $11.99 a month. So it's only $2 more than your app that you're using. I didn't put what the app is, but anyways, it's quite funny because she's probably saying that, of course, that would be an American. So for us, that's $15, but I'm not going to go. Yeah, but I'm not going to go back on that. But anyways, all I'm saying is when you see posts, sponsored ads about whatever fitness or whatever, you're free to put a comment in, not saying anything about Beachbody, but just saying, oh, I love my home workouts for under $10 Canadian a month. I mean, you're free to do that. That's not illegal or whatever. And there's people on those that are looking at that are interested in it. So do that.
I think that $11, Margot, is like the bare bones basic. Like you have access to like 3 trainers and that's it. If you want the other workouts that Peloton has, the like yoga and they have some like weight training and some other ones, it's like $40 something a month. It's way more than that. So they obviously have like levels of what.
Plus, don't you have to buy the bike to begin with?
Yeah, and it's like $3,000.
Yeah.
Well, she said you don't have to buy the bike, but the reality of
but what am I gonna do? I'm gonna get one of those little machines and I can sit on my chair and get on my feet like this. Awesome.
You get a big wheel. Remember big wheels?
Oh,
you get a big wheel. And you drive it down the street, and that's how you get your bike part.
Then I put my cell phone mount thing on the front and I stream my workout on my big wheel. Wasn't it called a green machine? Wasn't there a green machine too?
Yeah.
My brother had a green machine.
There was.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying too about what we have in comparison, in my opinion, is Beachbody's been around for years and years and years. So they've perfected their craft. Yeah. And no one will be able to catch up to that probably for at least 10 or 15 years. Like, honestly, they have, the dumb dog. They have cheering you on and motivational words and they have everything that a human body needs for their mind and their fitness goals and everything else. And Peloton just doesn't have that. They don't have it yet. They don't have that warmth and group hug type of thing, and it will take a while for them to get there. So just I'm saying
by the time they're there,
we have longevity
somewhere else, right? Like we're going to be so far ahead, they're never going to catch up.
Imagine Tony Hortons, 80 years old, OMG.
Yeah. That's for sure. All right, can we do a picture now that I see Claudine on? Angie, did I give you enough time? Miss Angela Gwynn. Oh.
Put a filter on.
Like my not fingering me at all. Right? With that freshly washed hair. Come on. Show it off. There you go. And those new nails. Okay, cheers, smile. All right. Thank you. Yeah, whatever tea. Whatever tea. All right, any other questions, things you want to go over today, ladies?
No, but happy birthday, Clarissa.
Thank you.
Happy
Sorry, I
birthday.
missed the first part.
Thank you.
We're going to Kobe's Steakhouse for dinner.
Yeah.
Ooh,
but
nice.
No.
What do you mean, yum, but no?
Because I don't eat meat.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I'm going to order
there.
the lobster and the shrimp.
Okay, I'm okay with that.
And I went to watch the volcano show.
Yeah.
Oh, down at the plaza there at the waterfront?
No, they make you the volcano show in the restaurant with the onions.
Oh.
Like they make the tower of onions and then they cook them right in front of you. So.
Ooh.
Entertainment. Yes, it's all about that, right? That's all we can do for COVID birthdays. That's all we can do. Or go to the mountain to see the snow.
Yeah.
I know. I'm still trying to figure out what I'm going to do for my 50, but But thanks for all the information earlier. I was Cooper's having a hard day today and Luba's having a hard day today. So I'm just like, oh my God.
Oh, good.
Okay. And then my phone died. So I'm here again.
Yeah. All good.
Now
No
it's
worries. No worries at all. So.
One thing I noticed just before we go is tomorrow's national wake up call, I think, is Jamie Fitzpatrick. He's Canadian, isn't he?
Yeah.
Oh,
Jamie's the one who had the heart attack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that might be a really good one for people to listen to. Anybody, Canadian, American, UK, anyone, but
he's such an awesome human too, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
What time is that at?
8:00.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, 8:00 in the Team Beachbody Coach 411 page is where they put it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. All right, ladies, well, have a wonderful day. Thanks for hopping on with us this morning.
Yeah. You too, ladies.
Have a great day.
You
You
too.
too.
Have a good day. See ya.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.